Hello everyone, this is Unit 5, Lesson 1. We're starting a new unit. Hopefully we're finishing this book very soon. It's a discussion about Saudi Arabia and comparing yesterday to today, what has changed, what hasn't so far. And as you can see on this page, we got only two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is about two pictures and some questions of discussion, and part 2 is about vocabulary and filling in a blank exercise. So let's just get started. The first one, look at the pictures, then discuss the questions A, B. All right. Oh, and then we got C, another image without any numbering or whatever. Which is traditional house? Which is the modern one? Well, it's very clear. A is the traditional house, B is the modern one. What are the differences between them? What are they made of? What facilities do they have for washing, cooking, and keeping cool? Well, apparently in image photo A, you can see an old house that is made of mud and clay, not clay, sorry, mud, and it's basically it cannot really pretty much prevent heat, doesn't have lots of cooling services, or the facility is not made to be kind of to just kind of sorry, it's not ready to prevent any kind of rain damage to it because it's in the desert already, so there's not much worry about it. Cooking and washing, I don't expect any cooking and washing machines right back that time. The water system there, water utilization system is not necessarily reachable to all houses, but it reaches certain points in the village or the area, so people can use it for washing or for food and so on. But in B, you can see in this image very much of modern houses, modern houses, and with all facilities and services needed, and services needed, like being able to wash inside the house because there is a water filtration and water supply system, and also there is a keeping cool utility of air conditioning and so on. What are the advantages and disadvantages of traditional houses and modern houses? Well, basically, modern houses are absolutely much more different because of their already installed systems or taking care of material that's used in the building. But in terms of traditional houses, why would people like it or not? Well, it's kind of traditional by the end of the day, as the name calls. It's historical, it's vintage, something to just look up to back in the past, to really appreciate how far a human being can reach and what we have so much accomplished by now as people. So I don't think there's much of positive things to look for traditional houses rather than finding out about their achievements and truly appreciating what was there in the past that had really led you to stand to die on a certain point in in a modern house. How have the lives of Saudis changed in the last 70 years? Well, basically, well, it really changed 70 years. That's too much time to have changed, and absolutely did change. Well, the first thing, as you can see in the images, the residences have changed. Sorry, and this means a lot of accessibility to modern services such as internet, which is pretty much easily provided today in Saudi Arabia. One of the best providers and for internet services. A lot of companies, although other companies outside Saudi Arabia do provide similar and better services but at a cheaper cost, but it's still well provided in Saudi Arabia, to be honest. In this past 70 years, so much has actually changed in the mentality of people that actually helped them see life from a different perspective. It's not that it was bad and now it's become better, but life just changes automatically with too much modern, innovations taking place. Saudis are good at keeping up with it, which is positive to an extent. Um, New students today are just being sent outside Saudi Arabia to, get the knowledge back in town and try to help people learn better and just, improve educational systems by allocating a lot of resources out of the country's budget, which is really positive. That was not available 7 years ago. So that's much I can say. I don't know what you can speak more of it as in terms. Oh yeah, and basically, I'm not going to talk about how oil actually changed lives of Saudi Arabia because it's very well known information. I'm trying to find other on spot on the tip of my tongue info. Now, for part two, complete each sentence with a correct word from the box, then copy it in your copybook. Traditional disadvantages, mud style, wealth, last, brand new. Now, I'm just going to read it out for you very quickly, and then we're just going to try to put the words in, because that's how we usually do it. And that's really effective. Traditional life has changed a lot in the 7 years. You can say last. These changes have advantages and disadvantages, which means the other way around. I think I should be writing something for you guys, and ladies, and young ladies, young men. So number one, last. I don't know who just. Oh, by the way, said last time that this video is just spoken by females, probably not really expected to be attended by other students. I don't think so. Anyways, advantages and disadvantages. Now, in the past, people had to fetch water from wells and to get the water. Yeah, the of houses has changed. For example, traditional houses were made of mud and other substances. The style our house is, they only finished it last week, is brand new. And the next one goes, camels in houses are traditional ways of traveling. Yeah. And then traditional building materials like are still used today. Like mud. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for following with this session. We'll see you next time.